Monday. I'm Mandee Miller of Mandee Miller Fitness, and this is the studio upon which we will be doing our negatives training today. It's going to be great. I love negatives. I haven't done a lot of them in these videos, but I find them to be extremely effective when it comes to building muscle and building strength. And yeah, so it's time to do it. Let's rock and roll. We're going to hit play together here in just a moment, but before we do that, I want to go over what we're going to need. I'm not wearing shoes. You could wear shoes. There is a cardio block at the end of this workout. This workout's only 35 minutes, so it'll go by very quickly. You have various dumbbells to choose from. So I would say if you don't have a lot of choices in terms of dumbbells, do it body weight today, because you will feel, even with gravity's resistance, a difference in the work. So whether or not you have weights, I think this workout is still going to be quite effective. We'll be spending a lot of time working on tempo. So all the eccentric phases, or the lengthening of the muscle group, we'll spend more time in so that we continue to tear that muscle. Tearing muscle's good. So warm up is 4 minutes, and each movement we do will be 50 seconds, so it doesn't feel like we're going to get a lot of reps in. Just know we're going to repeat through it 3 rounds, all of that strength work. So that said, enough talking. Let's get to lifting. We're going to hit play together in 3, 2, 1. If you're not using my music, it's totally fine. Just do whatever you want. You can work out in total silence if you want. I think that's a little odd, but you know what? I'm odd, so I embrace that. Okay, warm up is 4 minutes. Bring yourself behind your mat and just notice your feet in space. I like to kind of move my feet around. I'm choosing not to wear shoes because I find when I'm just in my bare feet, I'm really able to ground down. So all I'm doing is I'm just kind of spreading my toes out, popping onto the ball mound of the feet and feeling that stretching sensation through my entire sole of the foot. And then from here, I'm just going to start to pivot my feet. We are going to be on our feet quite a bit, so it's just nice to kind of check in. Hey, what's happening with my feet today? Do I favor a foot? Do I roll my feet out? Good. Last one, and then just go ahead and go into some hip circles. Just open up those hips. We have, let's see, squat hinge, push pull. Yeah, a lot of fun stuff today, some rotation. Let's do one more hip circle out, both sides. Good, and then we're going to go right into a nice deep squat. So bring your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width, turn your toes out. Squat down nice and low. Let's bring the arms into fists, wring out the wrists. So it's okay if you're not super low yet. We just started, so if maybe you're way up here, that's fine. And then you're going to roll your shoulders back and down, pull. Let's do it again. Let's move through this. Drop down, rise up, roll and pull. Couple more. Drop down, rise up, and pull those elbows back. Last one. Drop down, rise up, and pull. Stay in the rise position. Draw your arms in and out. I'm just coming closer to you because I think it's helpful to see. I'm really getting this shoulder engagement, but my chest and my back are my main movers in this instance. I'm feeling that stretching sensation as I open my chest out. My elbows come out wide, and then I'm feeling that nice stretching sensation through the back body. Excellent. All right, now find yourself with your feet still wide apart. Bring one hand to your hip, reach the other arm up. Nice little stretch. Let's wring those wrists out again. Come back to the center, switch your sides, bend your knees. Oh my gosh. Before you know it, it's gonna be time to move. So, 4-minute warm up feels a little bit short for this work today, but it is what it is. Come on down to your hands and knees. You could absolutely do this on your toes, but this is a warm up for me, so I'm gonna go at my knees. Elbows come out and back. We are doing a chest press today. And my heaviest set of dumbbells are 12s. Why? Because we're spending a lot of time under tension. Let's do one more push up. Good. From here, come up from the push up to a downward facing dog. Pedal out the backs of the legs. You're gonna feel that stretch of the calf and the Achilles. Beautiful. From here, I come back to plank. Activate the core by crossing the knee to the opposing tricep. Just feel that work in the abdominals. Let's start to tap into that diaphragmatic breath. In through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Last one, both sides. Come on down to the knees. Slide the legs forward. Come on down to your back. Once you're on your back, arms reach up and over the head. Arch the spine for a moment and then draw the back down. Good. And then we're just going to pull those elbows down. I'm hovering the arms up and over and squeezing the back body. So I'm feeling this kind of shoulder press, right? But I'm also feeling a little lats because my back is pressing into the floor. Last two. Last one. And then keep the elbows wide, set the knuckles down, palms come down, palms come up. This is called a scarecrow. We're just getting into the stabilizing muscles of the shoulders. Last few seconds of our warm-up, and we're getting right into loaded squats. Last one. Good. Now hug those knees in, rock and roll yourself up. I'm going to start with my heaviest set of dumbbells because I have the most energy right now. We're starting with a loaded squat. We're going to load or rack the weights here. My way down is slow. My way up is fast, okay? So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and drive your way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and drive your way up. I invite you to go slower even. Maybe I'll take 6 seconds this last half of my 50. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and push. Show this to you from a profile. I lead with my hips. They come back first, then you see my knees bent. And push my weight up. Good. Let's do one more because we've got 5 seconds. I'm going to stay in the profile position, bring the weights in front of my thighs, step my feet a little closer together, they're hip width apart. Hinge position. So I'm sliding those dumbbells down the sides of my body, nice and slow. 4, 3, back stays flat, 2, and exhale, rise. Inhale, 4, 3, 2. You're bowing forward. And exhale. Inhale, 4, 3. We're halfway through. I'm going to spend a little more time on that eccentric phase. So even slower. 6, 5, 4. My weights are sliding down the fronts of my legs. 2, 1, and push. Notice if you're lifting off of those big toes. We don't want that. We got time for this last one. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now I find myself in a lunged position, okay? I've got my right foot forward, my left foot back. I'm going to pitch my body forward, bend that knee so that the ankle stays on the floor, heel stays on the floor. Rise my way up. Slow release. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay in this position. Rise up. 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't even have to land my knee. So on this last couple, make sure you're not on a train track. 3, 2, I'm going to hover. 6 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push. 6, 5. My upper body is at a 45-degree angle. I'm bending my back knee a little bit. Good, that is time. Next exercise, we go into a leg lift. So come on down to your side body. Place your weight on your thigh. We're just going to do one side. We move the right. So I'm balancing in a side lane. I lift and I slow release. Flex the foot. If the bottom knee wants to bend so that you have a little more of a kickstand, feel free. Lift, slow release. 4, 3, 2. Pay attention because in the next round, we are going to do the other side. So that means my left foot will be forward, my left leg will be moving. We're just working that abductor of the hip. Slow releasing it to hover parallel to the ground. We've got time for this last one to finish it. Okay, now we're moving through upper body. Go ahead and grab your second dumbbell. I'm going to keep my heavies, my 12s, for me today. And I'm going to bring my feet flat to the floor. Chest press. I drive to the sky, and then I release. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do it again. Right over the chest. 6, 5. Oftentimes I catch people, including myself, so I'm not perfect either, way up by their chins. You don't have much muscle there. That's your neck. So no need to do any more with your neck. Your neck already does a ton of work, like holding up your cabeza, your head. So, no need to make it extra, pressurized. Good, we're finishing here. slow release, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, rock and roll yourself up to sit. We're gonna stay with the push motion. Come into a high kneel position, and now we do our overhead press. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do it again. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're halfway through the time allotment. Careful you're not letting your back bend. You want to pull your navel in. Fast up, slow down. Exhale. This weight's starting to feel extremely challenging for me. So, you know what? Welcome to the party. Finish this out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, pull motions. 2 of those. We're going to start with biceps. Pull to the chest, slow release. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Showing this to you at a profile here. I'm not letting my body rock, okay? I'm not Justin Timberlake. I'm keeping my body still. So the work is happening in the long and short heads of the biceps, palms facing up. I'm releasing as slowly as I can. So if I were to do biceps curls at a regular tempo, I could probably do them with heavier than 12s. But when I'm moving so slowly, not the case. That's why I got a plethora of weight choices, because I was like, well, listen, by the time that third round hits, I'm probably gonna be pretty tired. Exhale, curl. Inhale, slow release. This is your last one. We got one more pull motion. You can absolutely do this standing. I'm gonna stay in my kneeling position. Here we go with the upright row. So I'm gonna pull right over my chin, underneath it rather, and then I release as slow as I can right in front of the body. Very much like the deadlift, it's just the upper body instead of the lower body, right? So I rise the weight and then I slide along that front body as slow as possible. Look at my elbows. They lead the charge. Elbows at that 45, and then I release as if I'm zipping down the jacket. Yeah, abs in tight, glutes are on. Okay, great news. At the end of this, we're getting a 20-second glorious rest. So it's gonna feel like nothing. This is your last row. And set your weights down, just take a quick moment. If you need a sip of water, grab it. Shake out the hands. We're holding weights this entire time. I know that's tough, but that's part of it. Grip strength is part of our health. So really working the grip today. I'm gonna keep these 12s because I feel pretty good with them. I'm racking my shoulders, and my feet are a little wider than my hips and shoulders. Here we go. I slow release. 2, 1, and push. Squeeze your seat. Inhale. And push it up. Most of the music in this playlist is about 120, maybe 125. So you could use that as a benchmark for your timing. Or you could just count with me. 6, 5, 4. Brace the abdominals. 2, and push. Yeah, and what's cool about the word push is if you're saying it, you're shushing, meaning you're pushing that air out with the power of the abdominal wall. We got time for one more. Deadlifts are next. I'm gonna stay pointed forward for a couple. Watch my feet. I'm bringing my feet tighter together. My knees are soft, my weights start in front of my thighs, my chin pulls back. I'm gonna inhale, 3, 2, back is flat. Common mistake is I'm trying to go as low as possible and I'm letting my back round. I'm gonna show that to you in a moment. 2, 1, and pull back up. So showing this to you direct profile. Watch my back. It stays, my lats stay packed, my shoulders stay packed, and then rise my way up, no lock. Big inhale, bow, 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 neck is long, I'm looking at my toes here, and then drive my way up. Remember last round we did our right foot forward, now we'll have our left foot forward here for the lunge. Perfect timing, left foot comes forward, right knee comes back. You're in a half kneeling position for just a hot second, weights in the arms. I'm in creating these 45-degree angles. Rise up, slow release. 4, 3, 2, 1. Do it again. Upper body is pitched forward, kind of looking about 1.5 feet in front of my mat. Inhale, 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 inhale. weights stay right along those sides. Neck stays neutral. No need to crank the neck anywhere. Exhale. Good, we got this last one. All the way up. And let's move to the left side. You only need a single dumbbell for it. I'm on the side of my body. My head is supporting my forearm is supporting my head. My weight's along my outer hip. Head relaxed. Lift, lower, 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 lower. Yeah. My bottom knee is bent for stability. So if I wanted to make this a more unstable exercise, I would straighten that bottom leg. But today, I'm really trying to work my strength. So no need to like add extra elements if really what I'm trying to work here is that outer hip. Slow release, fast out. Slow release. 3, 2, and now it's upper body time. I'm on my back. If I wanted to advance this, my legs come into a tabletop. Let's squeeze the legs together. Here we go, slow lower. 4, 3, 2, 1, push. 5, 4, 3, 2. My palms are facing my thighs. My elbows are bending back and a little bit out, right? So about 45 degrees out. Making that descend as slow and informed as possible. Big inhales here. And punch the sky. Make sure your wrists are neutral. Notice if you're really working the wrists, they should be pretty much straight. Inhale to lower down. Squeeze those legs together. Work your pelvic floor. 3, 2, 1. And rock your way up. We are sticking with our push. Here we go. Slow release. 3, 2. Just a traditional overhead press. I could do it standing. I could do it sitting on my seat. Totally your call. I just find for the purpose of not having to move around too much, this feels pretty good. Inhale, inhale, inhale. I can feel myself saying, I still have 15 seconds. I think I can do a couple more reps, but in the third round, would it be smarter for me to grab my 10s? Probably. Last one. Slow release. 3, 2, biceps curls. Here we go. Slow release. 3, 2, 1. Full extension of the elbow. 3. Slow release. Are your toes coming off the floor? Hopefully not. Press them down. Showing this to you on a little bit of a diagonal, actually. This might help. Notice my upper body. It's not doing any swaying. It's perpendicular to the ground. So right about now, I'm feeling like, okay, I should have grabbed those 10s. But you know what? You live, you learn. Live, laugh, love. Okay, this is your last one. Okay, now we're gonna go into those upright rows. We got one more set of all of it after this. Slow release. Why did I keep these 12s? Because I get more musculature to help with it, so I figured, let's try it. Good news is the 10s are right there. Slow release. Wiggle those fingers. Notice if you're really death gripping the weights. Keep that upper body nice and tall. Imagine you just grew in length from your shoulders to your ribs. Can you create more space for the chest? Here's the breath. Exhale. Inhale, 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 inhale. Mandee, I can't control the form. Grab the lighter set, do a body weight. Inhale, inhale, inhale. How slow can you release? You got time for one more. Last one. 4, 3. This is your rest. 2, and that is the time. We have one more set. Let's grab a quick sip of water. I'm sweating. I'm feeling it. I'm doing it too. So let's finish strong. Timer starts in 4, 3, 2. Squats to start. They're racked. This is your last set of them. Drop down slow, low, slow rise. Ooh. Drop down. 3, 2, 1. Push. I knew something was feeling weird. I was like, I'm doing it the wrong way, that's why. 4, 3, 2, drive it up. Right? She's not perfect. But you know what? Practice and you get better. Let's do one more just so we got it in our bodies. Slow, 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 and push. Okay, showing this to you a little bit diagonal. Here we go. Shoulders back. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 6. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 6. So how are we going to deal with these lunges and these side lying things? We'll split them in half. So we don't get much, but we get some. And hey, if for example you're like, hey, I don't want to do that cardio push at the end because the last block is cardio, you could do all of this one more time. So there are options. I want to stick to my plan, otherwise I would do it too. I'm making myself do the cardio. Lunge position, right foot forward first, because we did that first round. Make sure you're not on train tracks. I noticed myself kind of in not great form. Drive up, slow lower. So we don't have much time. We'll do a couple of these, like literally 3. Slow, 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 slow. Last one. 3, 2, and 1. Switch your knees, just stay facing this direction. Lean forward, the heel of the left foot's on the ground. Drive up, release. 4, 3, 2. I can hover my knee. Stare at something, stay focused, stay aware. 2. We got time for one more, 3 total. Push it up. Good, slow release to the ground. And now we just need a single dumbbell. We'll do 3 per side. That's about the time we have. Bend the knee, lift. 4, 3, 2, 1, lift. Ooh, see that bottom knee kind of pop off the ground? That means I was using momentum. So try to keep that knee down. This is your last one on this side. Stay facing this direction. Just flip your body over so you don't have to spend too many seconds trying to get into position. It's good to see this from the side, back side anyway. Lift, slow, 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 slow. Again, we're gonna do 3 even though we're a little over time. That's okay. Last one. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm gonna keep my upper body weight at 12 until I fail. That's good, right? Challenge the self. Legs could extend straight. Slow, 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 slow. Legs stay in the air. I'm pointing my toes just to really be active through my legs. Squeeze the inner thighs together. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Do it again. What I love about a chest press is I still get my triceps. So some of us might be going, I really wish we were doing something tricep-y. Well, this is triceps. At the elbows full extension, we got one more of these. I work that tricep. Last one. Slow release. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, I said I was going to go to failure. Let's try it. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Abs in. 4. I'm going to show this to you from the side when I switch out to 10s. So I think I'm going to do one more with this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep going. You have time. Just switching out to my slightly lighter dumbbells. Showing this to you from the side. Watch my abs. I'm not letting my spine get concave or extend too far. One more time. 6, 5, 4, 3. Painfully slow. 2 and 1. Okay, biceps curls. 6, 5, 4. Make it slow. Yes. 6, 4, 3. Elbows are pinned to the ribs, chest is broad. Got about half of the time allotment left. We're a little over 10 seconds over time. That's okay though. We're working out, we're doing it together, it's fun. Got time for 2 more. 6, 5, 4. I'm still gonna give you that 20-second rest, don't you worry. Last one. We still have our upright rows, okay? I didn't forget. What I love also about negatives isn't a lot to remember. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do it again. So our cardio moves, there are 8. And we're gonna loop through them one time at 50 seconds apiece. Why I'm doing this is A, I'm making myself do the cardio, but B, the muscles are gonna feel differently after this work is complete because we are spending so much time under tension that they are working extra than they may have worked in a regular weight training class. We got about 12 more seconds to go. Let's see if we can keep this tempo up for 1 more rep after this. Okay, last rep for this one. Make sure you know where your weights are. They're away from your mat, okay? That's the time. Don't worry, I'm giving you the rest. Just do yourself a quick solid. Put your weights all in the same spot. Turns out I didn't need all those light dumbbells, but I didn't know that at the time. And now I do. I'm stronger than I thought. Okay, first exercise in the cardio portion is going to be that triple high knee and a snap kick. So we're really going to let that lactic acid out of the legs. 50 seconds, timer starts in 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, kick it. 1, 2, 3, kick it. Showing this to you from the side. 1, 2, 3. A snap kick, I'm pushing through the toes. So I'm working that quad engagement. If I'm not jumping, it's 1, 2, 3. Keep that knee up, kick. Showing this to you at low impact. Keep that knee, it's partially balanced. 1, 2, 3, kick it. 1, 2, 3, kick it. There's no wrong answer. Just do what you can, right? Got about 15 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, kick. 1, 2, 3, kick. Keep that upper body tall. Last one. Okay, from here, oh, these are horrible. Bring the arms out wide, bring the legs out wide. Alligator jack. If I'm not jumping, steps. Chest open. Now that the body is super warm, I'm able to really get this nice range of motion with control. So it's a stretch for the chest and the back. You know what's so weird is when I'm doing my cardio, 50 seconds is taking forever. And then when I'm doing my strength, it's like, where did that 50 seconds go? So strange how time is funny like that. 4 seconds. Side shuffle, side bend. Meet me on one side. Shuffle, touch the floor. Shuffle, touch the floor. Shuffle. I'm not in a big space, right? Maybe you're in a hotel. Maybe you're in your back porch and you don't have a lot of room. This workout, most of my workouts, actually, let's just go ahead and say all, are meant for small spaces. So if you have, gosh, this room's probably 10 by 10, maybe a little bit more, maybe 11 by 11. So if you've got maybe 4 by 4, because I have camera and ring lights and all that stuff, you don't need all that. You just need space. Okay, so good news is the side leaning's over. Bad news, we're gonna stay in a squat position. Meet me in the middle of the mat. Push sides. Pivot, punch, pivot. Stay low. Reach, 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 reach. Work your feet to the sides of the room. See your space. Maybe you're working out with your friend or your partner. You guys give each other little high fives. Yes. Can you stay low? I just caught myself getting up a little too high. 20 seconds. Pivot, push, pivot. A little post-exhaustion in that chest. A little Post-exhaustion in those shoulders. You're welcome. Good work. Boxer shuffle, speed bag. I pulled this right from Billy Blank's. So if I'm not jumping, I'm going fist over fist. And I'm doing a little step tap with my feet, like this, okay? Or I'm boxer shuffling. You've got 8 more seconds till we switch directions. That can get a little bit confusing. So get ready to work the brain. Now you're leading with the opposite feet. Reverse that circle. So now I'm going this direction. And if you're like, this looks the same, I agree, but it is not. It is not the same. Okay, good news. You only have 3 more exercises. That's it. Okay, ham curls. Heels to seat. Pull. Elbows drive to the back wall. Heels drive to seat. I see this done kind of weirdly. The heels come back. I'm stretching the quads. Remember when we did the snap kick? We're working the quads. Now we're working the hamstrings, the backs of the legs, which work in our lunge, which work in our deadlift, which work in our squat. So everybody is at the party. Okie dokie. We got 2 more cardio activities. Both are no impact. Okay? You've got 4, 3, 2. Good. Plant your feet together in a chair pose. Reach one arm forward, one arm back. Palm faces back here, palm faces down here. Really move those shoulders. Listen, I'm not perfect at this. You're probably slowing this down and going, her hands are going everywhere. I'm just trying to turn those palms. That's it. I'm trying my best. For some reason, my right arm was like, no, not today. Not today, Mandy, that's crazy. So we're, again, working those legs. Inner thighs are working. Shoulders are really getting their post-exhaust. And now we're gonna work the side bodies. And you might be going, Mandy, where was all the core? It was in every single activity. If you didn't feel your core, I strongly suggest you start really dialing in there. Okay, last bit of cardio, bring your feet wide apart, turn the toes out. Drop in and switch. It's a squat and a side bend. This is one of my favorite movements. It always feels really good on my back because I'm getting this really deep stretch from rib to hip. 28 more seconds to go. Short recovery, and we're out of here. We'll start that stretch standing after we grab a quick sip of water in about 15 more seconds. Our stretch is mega short, 3 minutes. Kind of rude, but there's lots of things on the Patreon and on the YouTube that have a great stretch series attached to them, okay? Here we go. Super truncated for this one. 3, 2, that's your time. Let's all grab a quick sip of water, give each other a quick high five. Okay, we got 3 more minutes. Let's stretch it out. Okay, interlace your hands, turn the palms to face forward. Soften your knees, round your spine, and reach for the ground. Maybe your hands come to the floor. Wring out your head, neck, and shoulders. Keep those hands engaged on the floor. And then roll your way up to stand. Once you're standing up, bring those arms up and over the head. Nice little spine stretch here. And then I take my right hand to the floor. Left arm reaches over. I'm bending this right knee a little bit. Wring out that left wrist. Return to the center. Bend the knees a little bit. Lean to the other side. Getting right into that side body just to wrap it up. Good, come back to the center. Brace the back body. Fold forward. Heel toe your feet a little bit wider. Turn the toes slightly in so we have a slight internal rotation of the hips. Hands are on the sacrum to feel that engagement. Back nice and flat. Then I'm going to take my left hand to the floor. And I'm going to start to take my right arm open and lean back. Nice little twist. Come back to the center, same exact thing on the other side. Open, twist, notice those hips. If you want to recenter the hips and then reach. Good, come back to the center. Heel toe the feet a little closer together. Ragdoll, roll your way up to stand up nice and tall. Once you're standing up tall, we're gonna bring our foot into our hand, hug the knees together, tuck the seat. Feel that stretch through the quad and the psoas. Just take another moment here. Heel's gonna come down to the floor. Shift your hips back and curl the toes. Bring those toes closer to your face. Excellent, switch the sides. Find balance on one foot. Hug the knees together, pull the navel in, stand tall. So if you're really struggling, I say hold the wall. Let it help you. Hug the knees together. Again, pelvic floor is on. And then we're gonna take that heel forward, shift our hips back, curl the toes towards the face. Then from here, instead of staying standing, come on down to the ground. Cross the ankles, take the arm across the chest, stretch the back body, look towards the shoulder head of the left. Tricep stretch, reaching up and over the head. So a little truncated upper body here. And we'll switch our sides, coming across the chest, looking towards the shoulder of the right. Coming up and over the head for triceps. We got one more big stretch, and we'll call it a Monday. Come back through the center. Slide onto your back. Cross the ankle over the thigh. Lift up and grab for the shin bone. Let's do some ankle circles. Nice little comfortable piriformis stretch. Let's switch the legs. Last bit. Bring that shin into your chest. If grabbing the shin is a little intense and you can't keep the low back on the floor, I would just grab the back of the thigh instead. Okay, final stretch. Let's take the legs all the way forward, point the toes, reach the arms above the chest, arch the spinal column. Take a deep breath in, let it all out. Hug those knees in, rock and roll your way up to sit. That is it, that's all for the day. I hope you had a great workout. I know I'm sweaty spaghetti. And let me know in the chat what's going on, what you'd like to see happen. And it's almost time for the fall, which is crazy to say because it's August, so I'm sweating. All right, peace out.